Hey, what's up, peoples? Came by to talk about what happened on NXT season 3 and my thoughts of it. I thought NXT went pretty well. I mean, the Divas had a positive impact, especially mainly from Naomi and AJ Lee. And, these are the debut for NXT season 3. This is Jamie, Naomi, AJ Lee by Primo, Maxine by Alicia Fox, Vicky Guerrero, and she lost Aloisa. And I gotta say, I was pretty surprised of Vicky Guerrero dropping Aloisa. It was on screen that she was fired, and I was pretty steamed of that. She wanted, somebody who could push around, and pretty much, that's what we got. But we got her new rookie though. Look at this. Kelly Naomi was one of her pros, and then there was Bella Twins with Jamie, the ring announcer, but now you see her in the ring. I was surprised she was passing the time as her ring announcer. And next was Primo with AJ Lee, Alicia Fox with Maxine, Goldust with Aloisa, and Vicky Guerrero with the new rookie. And like I said, I had a little chat about Aloisa. I was like, why they should get rid of her? Hopefully she gets mentored by Beth Phoenix. I think Beth Phoenix should have been her pro, because I think they would be a powerhouse pro rookie duo, and that's what I would really expect from them. So rookie was Caitlyn, and that was her name, and I wasn't too impressed with Caitlyn being her new pro. I mean, she's very meek, and she gets ordered around easily, and it's like, I don't really like the gimmick. I mean, she does look like a model, but look at this. It's like, she says she's the girl next door, and now she's trying to, stand with more arrogance. So I think she's just trying to learn from her pro. That's why she's very soft and very meek. But I was pretty surprised that Vicky Guerrero gets ordered to saying that, oh, she did a horrible job and now she does better than that. Like, that was pretty ridiculous. It was pretty weird at the same time. But after that, the Divas, all of them did a good impression. And then after that, they did a dance. Michael Cole's dance was, pretty weird. It was pretty hysterical at the same time because, Michael Cole comes down and, he gets his dancing gear on. They get, like, the WWE staff to do all the dancing. I gotta say, if Crowd Time could have did the dancing, but if JTG wasn't jobbing right now as a singles competitor, I gotta say, Michael Cole's dancing was just pretty weird. I mean, look at him just dancing. I mean, it was pretty funny, too, at the same time. They made something entertaining, especially heel Michael Cole. And then Michael Cole gets another dance with the ring announcer, Jamie. Jamie, Michael Cole wasn't really in it, but the dancing was just pretty impressive, and I was, it went okay, especially with Michael Cole. Michael Cole's impressive with the three dancers. That Move It All was Jimmy Kimmel, and it got pretty disturbing, especially now she's no longer a ring announcer. She's actually now a fitness competitor. And I gotta say, it was pretty surprising for Jimmy Kimmel. It was hilarious. He got a little interaction, a little taste of, a little drag around the tie. It was pretty hilarious, but entertaining at the same time. They got Josh Matthews, and Josh Matthews a little off rhythm and a little bit pretty weird, but still hilarious at the same time, though. And, that's as much as I can get, but Josh Matthews, still pretty much impressive and pretty hilarious at the same time. So, the next match was Maxine against with Kelly Naomi. The match went pretty well. I was pretty impressed by the match. A lot of impact and less botches. Naomi, I gotta say, I give credit to Naomi. Naomi's been making an impact in the ring. You gotta say, if she's the next breakout star, she could really change the whole game of the Diva division. And I gotta say, this is what we really need from her. Really to change the game of the Diva division, because we hear too many sexist complaints about, what's been going on. They get all these Barbie dolls and models and stuff, but if you see a lot from Naomi, then you'll see a lot. Then you see, but So the match ended with a pin, an upset pin. There was a break up to 3 count, and then she nails the victory. She thought it was a 3, but then Kelly, and then they thought the match was over. But it turned out, the victory's determined. So we got the match there. The next thing was the obstacle course. The obstacle course was pretty impressive. I like the capture the flag. There was I gotta say, there was a lot of impact from capture the flag with a lot of racing. And I gotta say, that's the only part interesting. We saw a lot more action from the Divas and all the, than all the wrong reasons why, just so they could impress, the fans or all the teenagers that are watching wrestling. They said they enjoyed the wrong reasons, but You know, we all have that whole thing. It's just a phase or it's a cliche, but I'm enjoying it for the right reasons, and this is where we can get the right reasons. We see Impact or capture the flag race, and this is what's interesting. I wish we saw that from the Superstars, but I gotta say, it's more impressive than NXT Season 1, the obstacle courses, and Season 2, because they do something more conditioning, more running, and then the Superstars are just focused on too much strength. And Divas just have speed and conditioning, and, that's what we saw a lot from the Diva division, and you see, how they do a lot of jumping, and that's what we should have saw more, where they do all these advanced stuff, and I gotta say, the Immunity Challenge from Season 1, the second one with Justin Gabriel won, was a little bit wild, but it's it was too long, though. It was a little bit too much, but, that's the crazy thing. But but anyway, the obstacle course was impressive. I was a little bit pretty impressed by the obstacle course. And Naomi, making a real impact after beating AJ Lee. I think that was her. No, it was Maxine. But I thought it would be AJ Lee, pretty much. I wish it was AJ Lee and Naomi, because they're one of the two impressive competitors that Divas started to like. Hopefully they'll get released from their contracts once they won, but I'll see more than that so next match was pretty much the mixed tag team matchup. It was Primo against Goldust, and we got a little from Jamie, her generic fitness and stuff. But pretty much that match was impressive. I gotta say that match was pretty much impressive. Aloisa, Goldust, and Primo, but I gotta say I think with Primo and Goldust, we saw a lot more of action from Goldust and Primo than with AJ Lee and Naomi. She was pretty impressive. So you know what I'm saying? So it was just another match. You see AJ Lee and Aloisa. Aloisa was pretty well. I think that's Goldust's rookie. You can see her shoulder blocks and stuff. I don't know if you can see it clearly, hopefully, but she has a lot of power. And I saw a lot of impact, and I gotta say, this is what, you see a lot of power and more powerhouse attack from the Divas. I think that's what we saw a lot from them, than more just conditioning and stuff. And then with AJ Lee, she was pretty impressive, I gotta say. The match, that's one of my favorite matches, I think, was the main event matches. Because you see, this is what, you should see, from the Divas. Almost, it's even as the Superstars. And, she's kind of like Michelle McCool. And I gotta say, man, this is, she has a lot of potential, Gold Pro and AJ Lee. And I gotta say, you could see, something like this, with AJ Lee nailing her finishing move, 1, 2, 3. I think nailing at the end. And, that was pretty impactful, and I was pretty impressed. So, after that match went off, Primo and AJ Lee gets the victory. Goldust helps Aloisa up. Then Vicky Guerrero comes down, cut off the celebration, and then you can see Primo confronting Vicky, saying, "Oh, what is wrong with you? How can you talk to my pro like that?" And then AJ Lee just stands up, confronts Ricky furthermore, and she stands up to Vicky, saying, "Why don't you do something about it?" Oh man, this is just pretty funny. Oh man, so Kaitlyn, reluctantly goes along and tries to attack AJ Lee moments after, but so that's what she said, and pretty much go a little back. Kaitlyn tries to attack AJ Lee. She reluctantly goes along, but pretty much she didn't do the job. AJ Lee just counters, and then Vicky just stood there and gets attacked, and I gotta say, that was pretty embarrassing. Luckily, she was screaming her lungs out, and then Kaitlyn tries to apologize. Oh my god, look how reluctant she was. She luckily attacks him, and she was pretty meek. And you gotta say, Aloisa, she would have just stood up to him about. I was pretty steamed she got fired. I was pretty steamed that Aloisa got fired, but hope she gets back sooner than later. But it was a storyline fire. She did not get released from her contract, luckily enough. So I heard on the note that it was supposed to be her being the pro, but luckily pretty much she wasn't the pro. So she wasn't the rookie. So she got a new pro. And I gotta say, I can't wait to see Kaitlyn. I want to see Kaitlyn against Jamie in the match to see how much impact, Jamie can see. Because we saw her fitness and stuff, how muscular she is. And I gotta say, it's not really big of a deal. Not trying to say that, she's a sissy or not as strong as I am, but it's not that big of a deal. She's a generic muscular woman, does fitness. She's not as dramatically muscular as China. Neither as or as Beth Phoenix, but she could be like Beth Phoenix, but could be as muscular. I don't want to see her in the ring. She can change the Diva game. I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with the NXT Diva Season 3. There's a lot of interesting obstacle courses. They just have to eliminate the botches, and that's what much gotta see. Please leave your comments below and subscribe to me. Rendog Stream. Peace out.